we wrote this report with Emilia Palonen and Roosa-Maria Kylli, and first about Finnish contexts. So during the 21st century, the level of political violence and extremism has been quite low in Finland, but the far right has been seen as the most prominent threat, while also radical Islamism is mentioned by security and intelligence services. But here we have concentrating on far right, and far right scholars have stated that after the so-called refugee crisis and a short period of activation of like on street activism, far right has been mostly online phenomenon or like social media phenomenon, where they are quite active on their own platforms. During or after 2010, radical right-wing party Finns Party has established itself in quite established position on Finnish party map, as it is now one of the biggest parties in Finland. And even though its focus has developed towards strongly anti-immigration, and some of the most radical members of the party have been kicked off because of their extreme ideas or opinions. And after they have left Finnish Party, they have established or started to gather support for so-called splinter parties, which are like small movement kind of political actors to become a registered party, which in Finland means that an actor needs to collect 5,000 signs from Finnish citizens, and then they can be or they can participate elections as a party. So one of these so-called splinter parties is Blue Black Movement, analyzed in our report, which is anti-system ethno-nationalist movement with radical agenda, and the symbolics and ideology of this movement is inspired by Lapua movement, which is or which was a fascist movement after the interwar period in 30s Finland. So the roots of the or like the inspiration for this movement is quite radical fascist. So the support for this movement has not been really wide, but now before the parliamentary elections next month in Finland, this movement is one of the parties to vote, and also Finnish Party is in top 3 in polls. So this is about the far right this far, and now about something about the media culture in Finland. So like we have heard in previous presentations, far right has quite high mistrust in mainstream media, as it is also in Finland. And Finnish mainstream media has been seen quite like professional and really consensual. There are no like really far ends in this mainstream media field in Finland. So neither really politically aligned. And so this has lead, or not maybe only this, but it might have some effect that far-right actors have developed their own platforms and own channels, mostly on social media, but also online, like their own like newspapers and stuff. So next slide, please. And in this report, we analyzed 2 YouTube videos from these 2 actors I was talking about. So first of the videos was election video of Finns Party, published in 2019. And the second video was introduction video from Blue Black Movement, which was published in January 2021. So both of these videos were published to gather support for the movements and their action. So in the case of Finns Party, to gather voters in the previous parliamentary election, and in case of Black Blue Movement, to gather those signs needed to become a registered party. So these 2 political actors, of course, work on quite different scale, because like Finns Party is really big actor in also mainstream politics in Finland, and Blue Black Movement is quite extreme little actor with far more less followers. And so also because of this, the budgets were really different for the produce these videos, which is really seen in the like how they have been produced. The Finns Party video is audiovisually really like spectacular, lots of like different kind of angles. They have been using like really storytelling storyline, really professional kind of visual and audio things, while the Blue Black Movement's video is more stable, more like only little bit music and only little bit different kind of angles, and a little bit like any extra elements. But what we found was that the symbolics of the both videos were quite similar, and they rooted in Finnish culture and history, such like the known places and the myths from war history, and the videos create antagonism between us and them, like also in the previous cases of Austria and Germany. And the outgroup consists mostly immigrants and political elite, which meant different thing for the different actors. Like Finns Party is seen as political elite for the Blue Black Movement, and for the Finns Party, the political elite means something else like the other parties, and these antagonisms steer I gap feelings, such like fear, hate, and while the violence was not expressed directly, like there were only little like straight expressions like shown or told about violence, they still build readiness for the system change and violence or use of violence and like to reach better future for Finnish nation. And well, also here on online and offline spaces were reached, and mobilization were success both online and offline environments. We also analyzed the comments, which repeated the same kind of rhetoric as the videos, but they used more like violent language. They were mostly fighting about that. All the commentators were mostly fighting about everything without reaching any conclusion. So we thought that these YouTube videos kind of offer a platform for people to have a conversation, or like maybe not a conversation, but to express their ideas without or like with name tags and nicknames online. So to conclude, we found that these videos expressed feelings of being unrepresented, while the immigrants and political elite were misusing their power. And also we found fear of foreigners, and in Finnish context, where the social benefits were used to not to benefit Finnish citizens but the foreigners, and this is why economic injustice was felt by the in-group, so Finns. And I guess this is all. Thank you.